Alright, welcome to this video and audio series on the book How to Code C++ from a Simple Idea to a Game You'll Understand. And I think a good place to start here is right at the very beginning, and let's talk about, is C++ still used? You know, why did I choose to write this book to teach you C++? So definitely it is still used widely. There are lots of choices for languages, and I'm not trying to say that you should use C++ for everything. There are definitely, every language has its use. There are strengths and weaknesses in any of these, but C++ is definitely used. I'm writing in here that it's used in operating systems, communications, finances, and in small devices. And one of the things that I found is that if you've got a project that you want to find bugs in, if you want to make it robust and you want to make sure that it runs well, without those bugs, that having a language like C++ actually helps you to find those bugs. So it's a strongly typed language, which means that there might be a little bit more of a learning curve initially. Some languages might claim to be more beginner friendly, and I found that the way that they do that is by usually ignoring some of the details that C++ brings to the foreground. But when you take a project like that and it gets bigger and more complicated, it actually is harder to find bugs and issues. It's harder to scale and to grow those types of programs, has been my experience. So definitely C++ is widely used. Anytime you want to write something that is small, that runs fast, that's efficient, it's hard to beat C++. And the other thing about learning C++ that I found is that it gives you a strong foundation for learning other languages. So I fully agree that if you're wanting to be a professional programmer, you need to know more than just one language. And if you start out with a foundation in some other language that might appear to be easier, I think what you'll do is you'll develop some bad habits that are difficult to overcome later. And you might find that C++ is, you might look at C++ later and think, oh, that's too hard. I'm not going to learn that. I'm going to stick with this language that I first started with. Versus if you start out with C++, not only will you develop good habits, but later switching to those other languages, you'll look at that and think, oh, these are much easier. Now that you know the fundamentals, you can pick up other languages much faster and much easier. So yeah, let's go ahead and end this video and audio here. Try to keep these short and very focused. And if you want to pick up a copy of this book, you can get it at takeupcode.com. There's a physical hardback version, and there's a downloadable ebook PDF version. All right, thank you.